So hello, welcome back to Victoria 2 as Iran. We are, I would say, doing pretty well. We have started our conquest of the Persian Gulf. We took over Oman. One problem that we are facing right now is that some of the territory in the Persian Gulf is controlled by Britain. And Britain is a little scary. Let me just put it that way. I mean, I guess we still have a territory here we need to conquer. We need to take you out at some point. Do I have a truce with you? Has my truce with you already expired? I feel like the war wasn't that long ago, but maybe it's already expired. So maybe we just go to war with, we just go to war with you again. Demand concession, 7.5. Yeah. We'll go for this. We'll take over this little territory here in the Hormuz Strait. And hopefully we don't get discovered too early on, because we are a secondary power, which is nice. We did get discovered for 6.1 infamy, but that's actually not so bad. We're still at 13.8. We're okay. Against Nejd, I don't know if there's anything we can do against them. Your capital is down here. And we can't do a full annexation against you quite yet. You guys can have full citizenship. That seems okay. And our army is still basically in the trash. I think most of our troops here are... Yeah, we got a lot of units in the red. We need to kind of fix our manpower problems ASAP. Let's get some soldiers here. We'll get some soldiers in Lurstan as well. Just replenish what we have. Okay, we got our casus belli against you. Yeah, we'll just do free trade, because the AI always prefers free trade. I don't know, like, what in the game code makes them love free trade so much. You have 1,000 people. We do need to take you over at some point anyway, so you might as well get that done now. It's going to cost 1 war score. We don't need to call in any allies. We should be okay. Basically, if we just send our navy down to Zanzibar, we should just win the war immediately. We got 2 transports there. We have 1 ironclad, a few men of war ourselves, and we got a decent navy up here. Well, it's 1 more ironclad and a few more heavy ships. Basically, we blockade you. You'll probably already want to surrender. Wait, no, your allies in Nejd. Make puppet reparations. I mean, how much manpower do you guys actually have? You have no troop. Okay, well, I'm not too worried about that. So blockade for you for now. Because we own Zanzibar, these guys will not take any actual attrition. So that's nice. And we'll just slowly march some units into Arabia here. I mean, I guess I could theoretically make them a puppet. Does that count as forming a great Iranian Persian Empire? I don't really think so. Like, you already want to surrender. Is there anything down here we would want to take? I mean, like, we end up in Zanzibar, I think 3 out of the last 4 playthroughs. Not always, you know, on purpose. It just has always happened. I mean, is there anywhere else? Demand concessions, punitive expedition. You're 5, 10 war scores. That would give me access to this port. Which I mean isn't like the worst in the world. I mean, let me see. If we were to do, let's say, another concession. 7.5, Baluchistan. Lindi is worth 6. Zanzibar is worth 6 as well. Which one are you down here? You're Lindi. I mean, if I was to take over anywhere, I probably would want to be Zanzibar. Hello, Qfabis. Welcome. We're once again looking at our options in Zanzibar for what we want to do here. Can we make puppets? I mean, it's 85. I don't want to. The thing is, I don't want to send troops down here. 7.5 would put us at about 21 infamy, which is pretty expensive. Reparations is 1.2. That's 20 war score. Maybe we just take what we came here to get and we don't try to take any more. We'll just take this area here and call it a day. Yeah, just take it. It's a simple little war for a simple little province. We don't need anything else. It's not worth the infamy hit, I think. Like, 7.5. It would give us access to Africa, sure. But do I need access to Africa? I don't think so. I don't think that's necessary. Also, Germany is, absolutely terrifying. Okay, then. And where's there a crisis? There's a crisis up here in Russia. And Germany somehow is in 4th military. Like, how are you 4th in military? 145, 196. I don't know, but Germany scares the hell out of me. So, I mean, right now we're in the British sphere. We want to get out of the British sphere at some point. I just don't know exactly when that would happen. But that is a scary Germany. And they actually have cores over Italy and on Hungary. So Hungary and Italy, I'm gonna tell you right now, your territorial ambitions are not gonna last very long. And you're allied to the British. So this Germany is just a it's a big fuck you to the whole world, basically. Okay, combine these guys up. And we're just slowly trying to get our military up to where it needs to be. Which is having any amount of soldiers. We can mobilize a decent amount. 31's not horrible. And Russia has ceded to... Oh no. Look at this. Look at this weird little country. What are you? East German. You're like in a German country within Russia. Okay. Do you have any more cores? No. You're 51% Eastern German. I mean, there's a few more Eastern German, I think. Yeah, there's a little bit of East German here. But there we go. We just got a little German enclave in the middle of Russia. It looks fantastic. Really happy to see that. Very cool. What do we need to do right now? Well, we need to industrialize. We have $1.7 million, which is pretty good. We'll invest in whatever factories we can. Let's keep on commissioning warships. This is the one way we can actually maintain our navy in any kind of way. Sure, it's very expensive. 50,000 pounds is way more money than you would spend as opposed to just building yourself. But who has time for that? And let's see. We have... I mean, what's our most populated provinces? That should be where we're actually training units. Tabriz. Got soldiers here. And Kandahar is unfortunately in Afghanistan. And we don't want to be putting troops in Afghanistan because they could theoretically rise up against us, which is not really what we want. Yeah, national focuses are now where they need to be. Russia's at war. You ended up at war with Germany anyways. I'm assuming Germany wants their territory in... No, they actually are just fighting Germany just for the hell of it. Okay. Well, Germany is now fighting Italy and the Russians. Germany will probably just start taking their cores away from Italy. And we're going to have a very scary Germany. A Germany that I want to befriend ASAP. And the Dutch are at war with Belgium. Does Dutch actually have... Wait, no, who has the cores? You want Wallonie. So you're just trying to take the territory, but of course France and the Belgians are just going to beat you up. And apparently you already fought a war against Hungarians. When did that happen? I mean, it must have been like so quick because Germany's just a powerhouse, right? That would be my guess at the very least. So what I would like to do for our territory here, I think it'd be aesthetically pleasing if we could own Afghanistan, Kalat, and Markand here. Have a nice border against India. We really also need to improve our military. We've gotten you done. Do we need more prestige? We're in 12th place. I think we're kind of okay for now. Our research is just absolutely in the fucking gutter. But let's make sure our military is not absolutely dog poop. Because you're on tech, we're on tech 7, you're on tech 16. So like we're pretty far behind. Because what is tech cap at right now? It caps at 20 and we're about a third of the way to maximum. Okay. Thank you for another ironclad. Let's get all of our navy ships together here. Okay, the Ottomans are attacking Nej because they want Hail. Which, I mean, could theoretically work in our favor because it would allow us to attack Nej from the south. Of course, our truce lasts until 78. We got 4 more years. But I mean, the Ottomans, right? You're allied to France and Italy. You're still cordial neutral with a bunch of countries, but you haven't asserted yourself in the Balkans yet. Which is what gets everybody in the world to hate you. And at that point, I would like to invade. But I would need backing from some major power. Otherwise, we're going to be in a bad spot. And Greater Iran, we still need to be a great power. Like, getting the great power status is what's going to really be really going to be difficult here. So you're at war, and you're taking Hayel. I mean, there's nothing we can do to stop the Ottomans from doing that. Unfortunately, so we're up to 4 ironclads now. It looks like we can support... We can support one more. Wait, what? Our independence is gradually being undercut more and more with something only because of power. All countries that is great power. People are getting tensions with us. I mean, like, who? I mean, we're in the British sphere. Russia's cordial towards us, which is not a big surprise. And right now, we're in 11th place, which is not so bad. Like, you're in 12th. Who's ahead of us right now? Spain, Belgium, and Denmark. Denmark's at 224. We're at 152. We're actually not debug fog of war. We're not going to turn off fog of war. And actually, you didn't take any territory away from the Italians. I was really expecting that you would. And Dalmatia is now also allied with Germany, Romania, and... So you're at war with everyone. Yeah, the Eastern Crisis. This is what we want to see. Because now you are hostile. Well, everyone except for the Japanese. Also, there's now French troops marching their way through here. But I'm wondering, if I was to justify a sub-state region. What do you got sub-state? Probably Tunis, Kuwait. I mean, I kind of do need Kuwait. We want to take maybe Basra first. 5.5, 148. Let's proceed with that war generation. Because 5.5 is not too expensive. If we get discovered pretty late on, I'm not too worried about it. We're going to need British backing in any war. We'll keep on commissioning warships. I think this is worth it. We're making good money. Increase military spending a ton. Because we're still getting war amenities from the Chinese. How long will that last for? 76. We got maybe like 1 more year of solid income. 3.3 infamy is not that bad. And again, what we're looking here is that the Ottomans are going to be at war with many different people. And if we can invade while the Ottomans are at war with Russia, Italy, Romania, Serbia, Montenegro, basically everybody, while they're mobilized up. I mean, what tech are you on? You're on tech 8. You're actually also trash, which I am okay with. You're actually crushing the Ottomans here. Russia's occupying more and more land. It looks like the war there is over. They have 59 divisions. And our casus belli is finished now. If I was to declare war against you, or for Basra, right? Unless Basra is actually... No, Basra is a thing of you. Basra. Ottoman Basra. It's actually only worth 4. And the UK actually is a truce until 1880. Okay, well that kind of throws my plans. Keep the Empire strong. Okay, so the Ottomans, they lost some territory here. You know what, Greece? I will actually take an alliance with you. We have similar anti-Ottoman interests. But I mean, 45 against 13 is not... Those aren't the numbers we're liking right now. Let me just put it that way. And who else are we allied to? We're allied with the Trucial State. Would the Greeks join a war? No. Okay, cool. I mean, we're basically just waiting for the British... I mean, our casus belli is going to expire. I think it expires in a year. Come on, getting our military up as powerful as we possibly can. But, like, we're going to need British backing. Or Russian backing. Or somebody else here. And also, the Nej did get back their territory here as well. So we gotta wait until, I think it's the Treaty of Berlin, which really opens up colonization options. So once the Treaty of Berlin fires, we should be able just to push our way straight into the Nejd Emirate. I mean, the British are failing towards them, but if we can call them into the war, we should be okay there. Think of 1,000, you guys don't like us. And I guess you have truce. Actually, you don't have a truce with the German. But I think Germany won't take an alliance because we have negative relations for one. But we're also allied to another great power. Not much I can really do about that right now. I mean, the trucial states, they do suck. They actually have no army themselves. Yeah, and this is going to expire this year. Which is a little sad, because I do really like the money that China's bringing in for us. It expires in December. What if I just invade China again? To get more money out of them. Kandahar. Yeah, we should begin integrating Kandahar. That actually, I think, makes sense for us. Integrate these regions into Iran. I really need to get our military up to snuff. If our military sucks, we're just gonna have a bad time. Yeah, and I think we do just kind of keep on commissioning warships. The more ships we have, the better off we'll be. And now, of course, our economy basically completely plummets because we're no longer getting the money from China. But I mean, we're actually still earning a net gain. And we saved up, you know, £3 million, which should be enough to fund the military for a long time, which is nice. Okay, you can have full citizenship. The question is Japan going to... Yeah, Japan's trying to influence them. The United States is also technically neutral with the Ottomans. So the Ottomans could theoretically fall into either the American or the Japanese sphere, but I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen. Our army does suck though. Let's bring these guys together into one bigger stack. Yeah, you're shit. You're basically just bad. So why don't we do a flip? That's what the best we can get in Victoria too. But we're 6. We need at least 3 artillery to make this army at least somewhat balanced. So let's build 3 artillery, get them in Tehran. Give me the 6 prestige. We're now in 10th place. We're getting closer. 171. We need less than 100 points to beat the Danish. Less than 100 to become a great power. So we just got to beat Spain and Belgium. And I feel like Belgium... I mean, Belgium, they have 199. Spain's at 172. Or 172. Well, thank you for the tips. Apparently the socialists just won the election. Okay. Well, is there anything we can do with them? Taxes are up. You're anti-military, which does really actually suck for us. But I mean, that's kind of... It's still fine. So what are you? You are planned economy, secularized, full citizenship, full welfare state. You're not that bad. The anti-military is, I think, really not going to be great for us, but we'll take it as it is right now. I'm surprised that the socialist won. I thought only rich people could vote in Iran right now. We gotta go to politics. Yeah, only the rich landed people in the country can vote, and they voted in the socialist. Little surprised by that, but okay. Colonial mismanagement in Guangxi. So you are getting killed by Romania. So we're gonna have a very, very sad, yeah, Hungary's gonna be looking like pretty bad soon. But it is what it is. Yeah, Kuwait, you are a sub-state. We'd have to do the annex sub-state casus belli against you. Right now you have 16 divisions. Britain does own... They own Sinai. And of course they also own India, so they should be able to move troops freely into the Ottomans if we need them to. What do we need to actually secularize society? Have secularization. Okay, fair enough. The Ottomans actually made us this warship. Oh, ye. They don't know what's coming for them. They don't know what's happening. Because in like 2 years... 2 years we're going to be on our way. Ready for a fight. And the Jacobin rebels did rise up in Tehran, and they're also over here in Afghanistan, which is a little rude. And we did win that battle. We'll split off a small contingent to go fight off these guys. I mean, militancy is a little high, and it's slowly rising, but not by that much. Bahrain, Qatar. Again, we need to be a great power. Like, that's kind of our problem. Is that for most of these things, we need to be a great power, which is, I mean, it would be nice, but again, even as a great power, what would we be able to do? We can influence countries, sure, but I mean... We don't really have the military to do too much. I guess we could maybe get alliances with somebody. Like, an alliance with Germany would be really nice. Could allow us to fight the Ottoman. You know, much more efficiently. You have your military tech 8 still. I think we've now surpassed you in military tech. I think we're on military tech 9. No, we're on military tech 11. Okay, we're actually doing much better than the Ottomans. So once the war breaks out, our units should just be better than theirs. And if we can fight some decent defensive battles against the Ottomans, we should end up winning that. The problem is that you have a population of 7.8 million. I'm at 3.8 million, but our recruitable manpower is basically in the gutter. Okay, now we're going to keep on commissioning warships. 50,000 pounds, it's a lot. But I've definitely have seen worse. I can't do anything against you quite yet. Thank you, Bulgaria, for making us a warship. Do these get better over time? I know you can get ironclads, but do these eventually get better? Like, do eventually we get, like... We probably don't get dreadnoughts. But I wonder if we eventually get, like, battleships or something like that. I think that'd be neat. Okay, Japan's at war with Korea.